Previously, I arrived. I told you I didn't want to come here. I told you Earth was angry, loud, covered in fire. Now, let me show you what that actually looked like. This episode contains planetary violence. No life was harmed. There wasn't any yet. 4.54 billion years ago, temperatures reached 2,000 degrees Celsius. This is where your story begins. Not with a garden, not with a peaceful dawn, with a cosmic car crash that lasted 100 million years. I was there. Let me describe it. Your sun formed 4.6 billion years ago. The leftover debris, dust, gas, rock, ice, became everything in your solar system. For the first 100 million years, it was a demolition derby. Hundreds of planet-sized objects. Today, just 8. What happened to the rest? They collided, merged, or were ejected. I watched rocks the size of continents slam into each other. Every collision released energy equivalent to millions of hydrogen bombs, speeds of 80,000 kilometers per hour. That heat melted everything. Earth stayed molten for approximately 100 million years. Compare that to human existence. Your entire species is 300,000 years. Earth was molten for 333 times longer. I filed a report. Planet currently a ball of fire. My supervisor's reply, acknowledged. Wake me in a billion years. Then, 4.45 billion years ago, something extraordinary happened. A Mars-sized planet was on a collision course. I watched it happen. 1 second later, both planets are vaporizing. 1 minute later, a ring of molten debris circles Earth. Theia was 6,000 kilometers in diameter, striking at 40,000 kilometers per hour. Your moon formed in less than 100 years. Your moon took 100 years. Your continents took 500 million years. At first, your moon was 10 times closer than today. Distance then, 40,000 kilometers. Today, 384,000. The tides, hundreds of meters high, crashing constantly. Without that collision, you would have no moon, no stable tilt, no predictable seasons. Life? Possibly not. Alien judgment, 9 out of 10. Why? Essential. Where were your ancestors during this? Nowhere. Your ancestor at this time? Not even atoms in their final arrangement. The carbon in your body was still inside stars. The oxygen in your lungs? Created by the first stars exploding. The iron in your blood? Forged in supernovas. I watched the moon form. You watched nothing. You did not exist. You were not even a possibility yet. Tools. Tools on Earth. 0. Tools anywhere in the solar system. 0. There were no hands to hold them. No brains to invent them. On my homeworld, we were already mining asteroids. I simply noted, this species is going to be late for everything. The environment after Theia. Temperature above 1,000 degrees. Atmosphere, hydrogen, methane, ammonia, oxygen, 0%. Water, none, too hot. I waited. For 100 million years, the planet cooled. For 200 million years, the first solid crust formed. Then, something miraculous. When the temperature dropped below 100 degrees, it rained. Not for days, for millennia. Thousands of years of continuous rain. Those low places became your oceans. Clothing? None. Bodies to cover? None. Even bacteria were a billion years away. Your planet was naked, and that was fine. Religion? Believers? 0. Gods? None invented yet. No hands to build temples, no mouths to speak prayer. There was no one to ask, why? On my world, we had religion. Your world had volcanoes and silence. I found the silence refreshing. No one asking me for favors. No one claiming I made the rain. I was just an observer. For now, that was enough. Let's look at the end of cycle report. End of cycle report. Theia collision aftermath. Result. Moon formed. Tilt stabilized. Oceans possible. Potential raised from 4 out of 10 to 6. I wrote, this planet is unusually violent. But violence, in the right measure, creates opportunity. The moon is a gift. My supervisor, stop being poetic about rocks. Next time. Episode 1.3, The Cooling. What cooled? The surface. What appeared? First solid land. What fell? The rain in an ocean that would never dry. The moon is in the sky now. The oceans are filling. The crust is hardening. And still, no life. I waited. You would have to learn patience too. Subscribe. I am the observer. I have 4.5 billion more years to describe. Thank you for listening. Next time, the cooling.